Story to tell. If y'all see the glasses, you know a story is coming from the glasses, right? If you're new to my content, my name is Miss Aisha. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I've been in mental health for 24 years. I'm also a survivor of domestic violence. And I have all the training. I have all the degrees. You see the degrees on the wall. And this is something that still happened to me. And what I will say about the person who abused me is that he had a top level government security clearance. And so before anyone asks me, did I vet him? I need whoever has that question to ask the United States government, where did they go wrong? Because I'm not the only woman that he abused. So how did they miss it? Don't ask me. Ask the United States government, how did they miss that? He was also in the military. Go ask the military, how did you miss that this person has a history of abusing women? How did you miss it? Don't ask me, right? Every time we turn on the TV, we see an NBA player, an NFL player that then put hands and feet on his partner. Go ask the NBA. Y'all have a serious domestic violence problem. What are you doing about it? Why are you recruiting these men that have a documented history of abuse to women and children? Why are you recruiting them? Why are you paying them millions of dollars? Because they win games. That's why. You don't care about women and children. Just say it. You know what I mean? So before we put this sort of heap of responsibility of being Inspector Gadget, an FBI agent, internet sleuth, before we demand that women do that, we got to put the same expectation on all of these institutions that hire, promote, and protect men who abuse women. One of the things I want to share with you about this comment, where it's basically a man saying that if you have experienced these horrible men, it's your fault, right? Basically, and you need to pick better, right? Let me just give you a quick story about that. If you're new to my content, my name is Miss Aisha. I'm a licensed therapist. I'm in private practice now, but for the first 10 years of my career, I worked in jails, psych hospitals, substance abuse treatment facilities. I worked in people's homes. I did therapy in the budget suites. Do you hear me? And I worked in nursing homes. And I worked in about 3 different nursing homes as the director of social services. And I can tell you this, and I'm going to tag Nursing TikTok because I want them to chime in on this. As a director of social service in every single nursing home I worked in, I want you to hear what I'm saying. There were always women in the nursing home who had doctor's orders in their chart that no men could enter their room and no men could take care of them because they have been traumatized. These are women that have full-blown dementia, full-blown Alzheimer's, but they remember the trauma. They remember the trauma. And so men could not work with them. This was a doctor's order in a medical chart. If you're any person in the medical field, you know that a medical record is a legal document. It is a legal document. And it has happened in every nursing home where I've been. And anyone that's been around animals can tell you, there are animals where you go to the shelter, because I just got my cat. You go to the shelter, cannot be around men, scared around men. How many signs have you seen that a dog or a cat is scared of a woman, can't be around a woman? It's never happened. And lastly, I've been in this field for 22 years, right? 22 years. My youngest client was maybe 4. Oldest client had to be like 104. 22 years. Over 90% of the women that I have worked with in 20 years have been abused by a man. Have been physically, you know the other type, emotionally, all of them. So if 90% of the people that I have worked with and 95% of my friends, including myself, have been a victim, who are you talking to? Who are your friends? Because either it's you or you're not listening, because it's impossible that this is so common and you know nothing about it. And you talk about you got an Aquarius moon, you better change that.